So Ross Rowbury, the Trust Barometer results for Japan were, well, shocking really. Take us through what you think are the most interesting three aspects of that.
Yeah, I think following on from the unprecedented disaster, a combination of an earthquake, a tsunami and a nuclear accident last year, what we have seen in trust this year is the utter devastation of trust in Japan. Japan was always a market where trust was relatively stable. It was neutral. Japanese were not over-trusting or under-trusting, but we've gone from a state of neutrality to a situation where now Japan is one of the least trusting nations in the whole world. I think we were about 1 or 2 points above Russia in that respect. So first of all, it's just the utter devastation in trust.
Right.
Within that context, what has been not so much surprising, I think was expected that we would see a deterioration in trust in government. But some of the figures we're seeing are absolutely amazing. We're seeing that, for instance, only 8% of Japanese think that government spokespeople are credible. 8%, and I think that's a figure we've never seen in any country with relation to any type of trust in the whole 12 years that we've been doing the survey. I think in terms of what surprised us most was really the deterioration in trust that we saw with NGOs and also in social media. Following the disaster, or immediately after disaster, many people turned to social media as a source of information about what was really going on. Reports that were coming from the government and the media were very confusing, and so people relied on Twitter, Facebook as a platform for communication. So I guess our expectation was that we would actually see an increase in the trust of social media, where we're seeing a deterioration. And that may be explained by a larger number of people adopting social media. It may be explained by issues relating to privacy, as we have more people adopting social media. We'll have to do a little bit of a deep dive to find out more about that. The deterioration in trust in NGOs was very surprising. The role that NGOs from all over the world played in helping people after disaster had led us to the conclusion we would actually see an increase in trust. But I think a number of issues, including issues with regard to transparency in the way that money was used, the percentage of monies and donations that were used for administration rather than for actual assistance to the people affected by the disaster. Those sort of transparency issues may have actually caused a much more significant negative feeling towards NGOs than we originally expected.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.